Aloha everyone, what's going on my dudes? Welcome to another RuneScape news coverage video. For this video we'll be talking about Mod Shogun's Abyssal Creatures, so without any further ado let's jump right into the video. Let's go!
Cats is the illest. What you talking about, Willis?
Alright guys, a lot of the information from the latter half of this video is going to be coming from the latest live stream. However, I do want to take a moment to take it back to 2017 where we first learned about this update, just to get everybody up to speed. I did talk about this back in 2017, but it's been so long that many of you might have not seen it. Anyways, back then we got some information about how all of these Slayer creatures are going to function, and we haven't heard anything recently to the contrary, so I assume what was revealed way back then will still be relevant today. So let's jump into it, take a look back in 2017 Game Jam. Alright, so there are 3 different Slayer creatures that are aimed with this update. The Abyssal Savages, Abyssal Hounds, and Abyssal Lords. They will be 95, 105, and 115 Slayer respectively, and all have different types of mechanics. The first, the 95 Slayer, is the Abyssal Savage. And as you're seeing in this video, is all placeholder models. We will see the models at the end of this video, the more updated and what they were going to look like at launch. So just know it's placeholder for now. Anyways, level 95 Slayer Abyssal Savages were basically going to be upgraded versions of Abyssal Demons. So the mechanics are by and large pretty much going to be the same. They just attack you, teleport every now and then. But at least in this stage, I don't know if in the present day it's still that way, but at the time they were made to be magic users as opposed to melee users that the Abyssal Demons are. But aside from that, they're pretty much just higher level Abyssal Demons. Moving on to the 105 Slayer creature, that's the Abyssal Hound. Way back in 2017, they had this mechanic where they would do like a cleave attack. So it kind of has like a cone in front of them in terms of the area on the field that it affects. And if you are caught in this field when it does it, it's basically a one-shot mechanic. It was demonstrated in the Game Jam way back then that even with the J-Mod who had J-Mod boosted HP, the cleave was still able to drop him. So yeah, it's a one hit. I don't know if that's going to be the final case, but it was at least back in 2017. And finally we have the Abyssal Lords. These are 115 Slayer. And at the time, Mod Shogun made it so they basically have the same teleport mechanic as Abyssal Demons. However, when they choose to do it, you are hit with a magic attack, and he recommended praying magic the whole time during this fight. In addition to that, they have a similar mechanic to Nakril's when they can spawn multiple minions during the fight. These minions will have very low HP, however, they do have high damage output, so your priority when they spawn is to take these out as soon as possible. So that is pretty much it for the 2017 reveal for this update. At the time, Mod Shogun did say that he was working on more mechanics, so it is possible by the launch that there will be more than this, and it is possible that some of these ideas were scrapped. So just keep that in mind when you consider this update, that it is possible that these are changed and not final, to say the least. Now shifting on gears over to the present day, we can talk about some of the stuff that was revealed in the latest live stream. First off, I'll show off the concept art here. You can see what they envision these creatures to look like, and momentarily I will show in-game models so you can get an idea of how that translates in just a few moments. That said, in terms of the progress with this project, all 3 models of these characters or these creatures have been completed. However, only 2 out of the 3 have had their animation work complete, so there's still 1 more that needs to be animated. That said, let's take a look at the Abyssal Savage. Looks pretty cool, pretty close to their concept art. Again, this is the upgraded version of the Abyssal Demon that, at least in 2017, was a magic user. We'll see if that pans out later on. Moving on, we have the 105 Slayer creature, the Abyssal Hound. Now, this is actually an image of the Yak Track pet, but the Abyssal Hound is going to look the same, just with a different coloration or color palettes, similar to that of, the other Abyssal creatures. And then finally we have the Abyssal Lord, which actually has not only a model, but a quick animation showing off what it looks like. And it's pretty sinister, pretty evil, cool looking, and I can't wait to see that in game for sure. So now that you've seen that, that's pretty much what's been completed for this particular update. Unfortunately, there has not been any environment work done at all yet, so that hasn't been modeled. But in terms of everything else, Mod Shogun did say it's about 85% complete. Looking at release, there is no ETA, unfortunately, and this project is not a high priority, so it's something that they're planning on working on when they can, kind of thing. So I guess it'll come out whenever it's fully ready, but it's not entirely being focused at this point. And they do say that they are outsourcing a lot of this work, which does have its benefits. They don't have to fully focus on it, and it can still get progress done towards it. So that is pretty much it. Really good to see that these are still being worked on to some extent, and I can't wait for them to come out in-game eventually. Let me know what you guys think about this update down in the comments below. Love to hear your thoughts. With that, I'm going to wrap up the video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you are not subscribed yet and you want to stay up to date in all things RuneScape related, then do hit that subscribe button. Anyways, I appreciate you watching. I am out. Aloha.